Imagine waking up every day and facing a world that tells you that you're not enough because you don't fit the mold, because you have no legs, no arms, or no hope. But what if I told you that this world, with all its limitations, is exactly where you can find your greatest strength? What if through the trials and failures you could find a power within yourself that has no boundaries? I want to ask you this. Do you feel like your obstacles are too big to overcome? Do you sometimes question your worth? Are you waiting for the world to change to make you feel validated, or can you change the world, starting with how you see yourself? This speech isn't about overcoming the odds, because in reality, there's no such thing as odds. It's about realizing that within you lies the power to move mountains, not because you're flawless, but because you are resilient. Overcoming limitations is something we often hear about, but it's one of the most misunderstood concepts. It's not about pretending that obstacles don't exist or that we can just push through them with sheer willpower. Overcoming limitations isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's a deeply personal journey that requires us to confront the very core of who we are. Imagine for a moment that the world constantly tells you that you're not good enough, that you don't fit into society's mold. You're faced with rejection, ridicule, and an overwhelming sense of being different. But here's the truth. Those limitations, real or perceived, are not who you are. They're just temporary conditions that can be altered when you change the way you see them. The reality is that limitations are everywhere, and they come in many shapes and forms. They can be physical, mental, or emotional. The moment we accept the idea that we are bound by limitations is the moment we begin to lose the battle. Society often tells us what we cannot do. You can't succeed without a degree. You can't be happy without a perfect body. You can't be a leader if you're not already in power. The problem with these messages is that they limit us to the box that others have created for us. But what if the true freedom comes when we choose to break out of that box and define our own limits? To overcome limitations, you first have to acknowledge that they exist. You don't deny the challenges you face. Instead, you recognize that they are just one part of a much larger picture. What sets apart those who thrive despite their limitations from those who give in is the ability to see beyond what's right in front of them. It's about creating a vision of who you want to be, regardless of what your current circumstances suggest. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you need everything to be perfect before you take a step forward. The truth is, perfection doesn't exist. It's in the messy, imperfect moments that you find strength. The key is not in trying to avoid limitations, but in learning to use them to fuel your growth. You may not have everything you think you need, but you have everything within you to keep going. Resilience is born from the ability to keep going when everything tells you to stop. It's about choosing to rise even when you fall. Overcoming limitations isn't about winning every battle. It's about being willing to get up every time you're knocked down. You begin to understand that every challenge, no matter how daunting, is an opportunity to build strength, character, and resilience. Remember, the only true limitations are the ones you accept as such. Once you free yourself from the idea that limitations define you, you unlock the potential to go beyond them. Overcoming limitations is about reframing your mindset, taking ownership of your path, and never letting external circumstances define your future. We all have the power to rise above our challenges. It starts with believing in your ability to make it through, no matter the odds. You don't have to be perfect to succeed. You just have to be willing to keep trying, to keep pushing, and to keep moving forward despite what the world may say about your limitations. So the next time you face an obstacle, remember, it's not about what you're up against, but about how you choose to face it. And in that choice, you will find the strength to overcome. Self-acceptance is often one of the most challenging things for people to truly embrace. We live in a world that constantly pushes us to conform, to look a certain way, to act a certain way, and to achieve a set list of things to prove our worth. But the truth is, your worth isn't defined by the standards others see. Your self-acceptance, your belief in who you are, has the power to transcend the limitations others try to place on you. It's so easy to compare ourselves to others, especially in today's world where social media bombards us with filtered versions of reality. We see people posting their best moments, showcasing their accomplishments, and living what seems like perfect lives. But what we often don't see are the struggles, the imperfections, and the vulnerability behind the perfect images. And yet we allow these curated versions of others' lives to shape how we see ourselves. We think, I'm not good enough, I don't look like them, or I haven't achieved what they've achieved. But here's the hard truth: comparing yourself to anyone else only distracts you from embracing your own uniqueness. Self-acceptance is not about becoming someone else or fitting into someone else's mold. It's about understanding and embracing who you are right now, flaws and all. The process of self-acceptance starts with a deep, honest recognition of your own strengths and weaknesses, and understanding that both contribute to the person you are. Nobody is perfect and nobody has all the answers. What matters is that you embrace the journey of becoming the best version of yourself, not by someone else's standards, but by your own. Often people feel unworthy or incapable of achieving their goals because they don't feel enough as they are. This belief that you have to be something else to be worthy is a trap. You are worthy because you are you, and that's enough. Self-acceptance allows you to stop fighting against yourself and start focusing on what truly matters, like in a life that is authentic to you. You don't need to wait until you're perfect to pursue your dreams. In fact, your imperfections might be the very thing that allows you to relate to others and make a real difference in the world. When you accept yourself, you unlock a profound sense of peace and freedom. Instead of constantly striving to meet external expectations or battling your own internal criticism, you can focus on living with intention and purpose. It allows you to build real, meaningful relationships because you are showing up as your true self, not a facade or a version of you that is trying to please others. When you stop pretending to be someone you're not, you become empowered to pursue your dreams and to take action that aligns with your deepest values. Self-acceptance doesn't mean that you never strive to improve or grow. It means that you give yourself permission to be where you are right now, knowing that growth will come naturally when you stop judging yourself harshly. It's about being patient with yourself, being kind, and understanding that progress doesn't need to be perfect. By accepting who you are at this moment, you allow yourself to become the person you're meant to be in your own time and on your own terms. The power of self-acceptance is transformative. When you learn to love yourself as you are, you break free from the chains of external validation and find the freedom to live authentically. So take a moment to acknowledge all that you are: your successes, your failures, your flaws, and your strengths. All of these pieces make you who you are, and that's more than enough. Accept yourself fully, because only then can you begin to unlock your true potential. Mental strength and determination are often the defining factors that separate those who succeed from those who give up. We all face challenges, some expected, some unexpected. What distinguishes those who rise above the hardships from those who fall is the mental resilience to keep going, even when the world feels heavy and the path ahead seems uncertain. Mental strength is not about ignoring pain or pretending that things are easy. It's about acknowledging difficulties and choosing to push forward regardless. At some point, every person will face moments when it seems impossible to continue. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, whether it's a personal loss, a failed project, or simply the overwhelming pressure of daily struggles. In these moments, it's easy to succumb to despair, to feel like giving up is the only option. But mental strength is built in these moments, not in the times when everything is going smoothly. The true test of your mental fortitude comes when you're faced with adversity, and it's your determination to keep moving forward that leads to growth and eventual success. Mental strength is not something that you are simply born with. It is cultivated through experience by training your mind to view challenges as opportunities instead of insurmountable obstacles. The power of the mind is immeasurable. When you believe in your ability to overcome challenges, when you can silence the doubts that creep into your mind, you unlock the potential to achieve what may seem impossible. Determination is the fuel that keeps your mind focused and steadfast, even when everything around you is in chaos. It's that unyielding drive to keep moving, to keep learning, and to keep striving for a goal, no matter how long it takes. We often think of determination in terms of willpower, doing things even when it's hard. But it's more than just willpower, it's about perspective. When faced with a challenge, your mental strength lies in how you choose to view the situation. Instead of seeing failure as the end of the road, you see it as a lesson. Instead of viewing a setback as a permanent obstacle, you view it as a temporary detour. This shift in perspective allows you to maintain momentum even when the going gets tough. You don't have to have all the answers immediately. What matters is that you keep showing up, that you continue to put one foot in front of the other, even on the hardest days. The importance of mental strength and determination also lies in their ability to inspire others. When you face adversity with courage and persistence, you become a beacon of hope for others who may be struggling. Your resilience becomes a source of strength for those around you. People are often inspired not by success, but by the determination to keep going after failure. It's this determination that fuels progress, both individually and collectively. Ultimately, mental strength is about more than just surviving tough times. It's about thriving in the face of them, learning from each experience, and emerging stronger. Determination is the unwavering belief that no matter how difficult the journey, you have the inner strength to overcome whatever comes your way. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to build that mental resilience. The more you face, the stronger you become, and the more capable you are of handling even greater challenges in the future. Mental strength is not a destination, but a lifelong practice, and with each challenge, it becomes more ingrained in who you are. It is this strength that transforms obstacles into stepping stones on your path to success. Inspiring action is one of the most powerful forces in shaping our lives and the lives of others. Too often we find ourselves stuck in a cycle of inaction, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, or the perfect opportunity. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. Waiting for the right time can paralyze us, and before we know it, time has passed, and we're left wondering what could have been. The key to creating change, both in your own life and in the world around you, is taking action, no matter how imperfect or small that action may seem. Every big accomplishment, every breakthrough begins with a single step. It's not the grand plans or the well-laid strategies that matter most, but the decision to take the first step, no matter how uncertain or difficult it may seem. Too often we overthink and talk ourselves out of doing things because we're afraid of failure or of not being perfect. But success isn't about getting everything right, it's about taking the first step and learning as you go. The act of simply moving forward builds momentum. It's in the doing, the trying, and the failing that we learn what works and what doesn't. And from there we refine our approach, make improvements, and keep pushing forward. Taking action also has a ripple effect. When you decide to take action in your own life, it doesn't just affect you, it influences everyone around you. People are drawn to those who act, who are willing to take risks and push boundaries. Your actions inspire others to take their own steps, to stop waiting and start doing. When you show up with courage and determination, even in the face of fear or uncertainty, you become a living example of what's possible. You may not always see the immediate results of your actions, but impact you have on others can be far-reaching, encouraging them to take action in their own lives. One of the most important aspects of inspiring action is understanding that it's not about achieving perfection, but about making progress. Perfection is a myth, it's an unattainable standard that only serves to hold you back. Progress, however, is something you can control. The key is to focus on small, consistent actions that move you toward your goal. Every small action, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is a step in the right direction. It's not about achieving everything at once, but about building a foundation of forward motion that will carry you to where you want to go. Taking action requires a mindset shift. It's about embracing the idea that you don't need all the answers right away, that you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to begin. Once you start moving, you'll figure out the rest as you go. The fear of failure is often what holds us back from taking action, but failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace as part of the journey. Every failure is a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to success. The more you act, the more you grow, and the more you'll learn about yourself and your capabilities. In the end, inspiring action is about creating momentum. It's about realizing that you have the power to take control of your life, to make decisions, and to move toward your goals, even if the path isn't perfectly clear. The world won't change unless we act. Your dreams won't become a reality unless you take that first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, take action, and let the process unfold as you go. The more you do, the more you'll accomplish, and the more you'll inspire others to do the same. The impact of positivity is a force more powerful than we often realize. In a world that often highlights struggles, challenges, and hardships, it's easy to be consumed by negativity. We can easily get trapped in cycles of doubt, fear, and frustration, which cloud our ability to move forward. Yet positivity has a unique ability to shift our perspective and change the course of our lives. It's not about ignoring the difficult moments or pretending that everything is always okay. Instead, positivity is about choosing how we respond to the world around us, finding the good even in the most challenging situations, and using that energy to fuel our growth. When you maintain a positive mindset, you begin to attract positivity into your life. The way you view yourself, others, and the world determines how you experience it. Positivity is contagious. It creates an environment where others feel empowered and inspired to be their best selves. When you radiate positivity, it not only enhances your own life, but also influences those around you. People are naturally drawn to positivity because it lifts them up and helps them believe in what's possible, and it encourages them to look beyond their own limitations. In a world where negativity often spreads faster than positivity, choosing to be a source of light can make a profound difference in the lives of others. Positivity also shapes the way we see obstacles. Life is full of challenges, but the way we approach them determines whether they'll break us or build us. With a positive outlook, obstacles become opportunities for growth. Every difficulty, every setback, and every failure is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become stronger. A positive mindset allows you to view challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones toward a greater purpose. It doesn't mean that everything will always go according to plan or that the path will be easy, but it means that your attitude will be one of perseverance, resilience, and optimism. Moreover, positivity has a direct impact on your health and well-being. Studies have shown that maintaining a positive attitude can lower stress levels, improve immune function, and even contribute to a longer, healthier life. When you focus on the positive aspects of life, you not only feel better mentally, but also experience physical benefits. Positivity is linked to increased levels of happiness, reduced anxiety, and an overall sense of well-being. It gives you the energy to face each day with enthusiasm and purpose rather than allowing the weight of negativity to drain you. Positivity is also essential for growth and success. It's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned, but a positive mindset allows you to keep going when the road gets tough. It keeps you focused on what you can control and helps you navigate uncertainty with confidence. In moments of doubt, it's positivity that reminds you of your worth, your abilities, and your potential. By fostering a mindset of optimism, you can approach challenges with creativity, innovation, and determination. In the end, positivity is a choice. It's not about always being happy or ignoring the negative aspects of life. It's about choosing to focus on what you can control and choosing to see the good in every situation. It's a mindset that can transform your life, your relationships, and your world. By embracing positivity, you create an environment where growth, healing, and success are possible. The more you choose positivity, the more you will see its power in your life, and the more you'll be able to inspire others to choose it as well. The power of purpose is one of the most profound forces in shaping a meaningful and fulfilling life. When you have a clear sense of purpose, everything you do takes on greater significance. It's the driving force that fuels your actions, directs your energy, and guides you through life's challenges. A life without purpose can feel aimless, disconnected, and lacking in direction. But when you align your actions with a deeper sense of meaning, obstacles become stepping stones and challenges transform into opportunities for growth. Purpose gives us a reason to keep going, even in the face of adversity. Life is full of difficulties, but when you have a purpose, you develop the resilience needed to navigate them. Challenges no longer seem insurmountable because you have a guiding force that keeps you anchored. It's easier to stay motivated and focused when you understand why you're doing something. The clarity that comes with purpose makes it easier to take action, even when the journey is tough or the outcome is uncertain. Purpose creates the drive to push through moments of doubt and discouragement because you know that your actions are part of something bigger than yourself. Having a sense of purpose also fosters a deeper connection with others. When you live with purpose, you attract like-minded individuals who share your values and vision. Purpose creates a sense of unity and community because it's a force that transcends personal boundaries and connects you to a greater cause. Whether it's through work, relationships, or service to others, purpose allows you to contribute meaningfully to the world. It provides the foundation for building strong, lasting connections because it allows you to be authentic and transparent about who you are and what you stand for. The pursuit of purpose also leads to greater personal fulfillment. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of external rewards, money, status, or approval, but these things often leave us feeling empty or unfulfilled. True fulfillment comes from knowing that you are living in alignment with your values and your deepest desires. When your actions align with your purpose, the rewards become more than just external accomplishments. They become internal sources of joy, satisfaction, and peace. Purpose allows you to live with integrity, knowing that your choices and actions reflect who you truly are, not who others want you to be. Furthermore, Purpose fosters growth and personal development. When you are driven by a purpose, you are constantly evolving, learning, and expanding your horizons. Purpose pushes you to challenge yourself and step outside your comfort zone. It encourages you to keep growing, both as a person and in your skills and abilities. The pursuit of purpose requires that you confront your fears, take risks, and persevere through setbacks. These experiences shape your character, increase your resilience, and equip you with the wisdom needed to tackle future challenges. Each step toward fulfilling your purpose adds another layer to your personal growth. Finally, purpose is the key to leaving a lasting legacy. When you live with purpose, you contribute to something greater than yourself. The impact of your actions can ripple through generations, creating a legacy that reflects the values and passions that matter most to you. Whether it's through the work you do, the relationships you build, or the change you bring about in the world, purpose ensures that your life has meaning that transcends time. You become a beacon of inspiration to others, showing them that a life lived with purpose is a life well lived. In the end, purpose is what makes life worth living. It gives us the clarity, direction, and motivation to keep going, even when the road is tough. It connects us to others, fosters personal growth, and allows us to make a lasting impact. So the question isn't whether you will find your purpose, it's how deeply you will pursue it and how fully you will let it shape your life. When you align yourself with purpose, you unlock the potential to create a life of meaning, fulfillment, and lasting change.